following an incredible UFC 319, fans have once again shifted their attention to the confusion in the lightweight division. While Ilia Topuria is not interested in fighting Arman, Charles Oliveira has suggested that Ilia should fight the #1 contender. Charles Oliveira expressed that Arman Tsarukyan should be the next contender to fight for the title against Ilia Topuria. He mentioned that Arman is currently ranked #1 and has earned the opportunity. Oliveira also noted that Arman was previously set to compete for the title, but had to withdraw due to an injury, making him the rightful choice for the next fight.
Quem que você imaginaria que seria uma luta interessante e que causaria talvez uma dificuldade pro Topuria?
Cara, não vou te falar nem de dificuldade, nem interessante. Eu acho que o cara que merece isso é o Arman, o número 1 do ranking, então o Arman merece essa luta, sabe, tá esperando ali, ele ia lutar pelo título, teve a lesão, saiu, então acho que é o Arman.
Arman Tsarukyan also revealed that he was targeting a return in October or November and had already spoken with Dana White about potential opponents. He said the UFC was looking at Abu Dhabi or Qatar for the matchup, with names like Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker, and Paddy Pimblett in the mix. Out of those options, Tsarukyan made it clear that Paddy Pimblett was the fight he wanted most.
Хочет вернуться в январе-феврале, а я уже давно не дрался, и я думаю, что мне нужно будет подраться в октябре-ноябре. И я разговаривал с боссами вчера. Они сказали, что, может быть, организуют бой с кем-нибудь.
В Абу-Даби?
В Абу-Даби, либо в Катаре.
Блин, это очень круто было бы.
Либо в Катаре.
В Катаре хотят турнир?
Да, в Катаре турнир хотят. Может быть, Гейджи, может быть, Хукер, может быть,
О.
Пэдди.
Слушай, а ты кого сам бы предпочел бы из этого списка?
Пэдди.
Пэдди? Но Пэдди нацелен на Илью тоже, как и ты.
Выход на Илью можно через этот бой.
Да, аккуратно выйти, Топорова нокаутировать, идти дальше.
Meanwhile, Charles Oliveira also made it clear that he has no plans to retire after his next fight. He addressed the speculation, saying that others are trying to push the idea of retirement on him, but it's not something he has even considered. At just 35 years old, Oliveira emphasized that he has still a lot to accomplish and urged people to stop discussing his retirement.
Pô, será que essa poderia ser eventualmente uma luta de despedida do...
Não, esquece. O povo tá querendo me aposentar antes de eu querer aposentar, eu nem pensei em aposentadoria. Todas as entrevistas que eu dei hoje aqui, todo mundo me perguntou sobre aposentadoria. Eu não tenho a mínima vontade de me aposentar, eu não quero me aposentar, tem muita coisa para acontecer, eu tô muito feliz com o que eu tô fazendo, eu tenho só 35 anos, tem muita coisa para acontecer, então parem de me falar sobre aposentadoria, eu não quero me aposentar.
On the other hand, Khamzat Chimaev gave his take on a possible clash between Ilia Topuria and Arman Tsarukyan, saying it was the kind of a fight that needed to happen this year. He described it as a perfect matchup, with Arman's wrestling and Ilia's striking creating a true test of who was the best. Although close to both men, Khamzat said he would be eager to watch them face off inside the cage.
We know you're kind of friends with Ilia too, and you know you're friends with Arman. Do you see them fighting this year?
I hope so. It's a good fight for the both guys. So fighting is, we need to know who is the best fighter in the world. So the both guys is best fighters. So I will be happy to watch that fight. Yeah, it's a crazy fight. Arman is good moves. Like, he has a good kick, good wrestling, and the other guy has a good jiu-jitsu, a good puncher, you know, so it would be cool to watch that fight.
Arman also helped Khamzat Chimaev in training for his fight against DDP, and both are still training together. Khamzat was also seen hyping up Arman to surpass his limits, and the fans love their bond, saying their support for each other is unmatched.
There we go. Let's go, Arman! Let's go, Arman! Come on, boy! Armansky! 400 coach. He's only keeping on 400. Only 400? Yeah.
Smart boy.
Bro.
Smart boy, coach.
Here has to make records to be a smart. In the cage you can be smart. But here, bro.
Carter's only doing 200. What's wrong with your friend here? He's only doing 200.
Give me music from.
Let's go. Carter, you stopping on me? Let's go. That's your 2 minutes? Right there. Right there, 2 minutes.
Если не делаю, хороший hard work смотришь, брат.
400, брат, как Гарри тренер.
700 делал я.
Wait a minute, I need 400.
Arman Tsarukyan also spoke about his strong friendship with Khamzat Chimaev, saying their connection had deepened through constant training and support. He explained that they motivate each other every day, both in and out of the gym, and Arman said he hoped to see Khamzat win a championship, praising him not just for his skills and work ethic, but also for being a truly good person.
When did the relationship with you and Hamzat become so unique? You guys are like brothers. I saw you every sparring you stay, every morning session you're there, you're helping him. When did the relationship with you and him become so close?
I think it's already 1 year, like when we became good friends and help each other. So whatever I need, he helped me. Whatever he needs, I help him. I want to see him champion, and I'm so excited and can't wait, because I know how hard he's been working for that, and he really deserved it, because he's not just good fighter, he's a good person.
Meanwhile, Arman Tsarukyan admitted he would accept another top contender if Ilia Topuria wasn't available, but only with a guaranteed title shot afterward. He named Justin Gaethje as the ideal fight, saying a win there would settle any doubts about who deserved the belt. While he also mentioned Dan Hooker as a possibility, Tsarukyan expressed and stressed that the UFC shouldn't bypass him for a Paddy Pimblett versus Topuria matchup.
It's the other contenders is Gaethje, who wants to fight for the title, because if I beat him, he's not gonna say anything about title, or Paddy, those two names. But Hooker, he's not on the title contender, but still, if they give me those three names, I'll fight. But they gotta tell me, if you beat this guy, you're gonna fight for the title, and they're not gonna like make fight Paddy versus Ilia and me versus someone, because I wanna fight as soon as possible and then go to the title fight.
However, Ilia Topuria brushed off the possibility of facing Arman Tsarukyan, saying he didn't view him as a worthy challenger. He even cast doubt on whether Tsarukyan could consistently show up in fight night, and insisted he had no desire to entertain the matchup, claiming he'd rather vacate the belt than defend it against him.
Listen, when you put so much effort in the game and you have a guy in front who you don't know that maybe he could pull out from the fight, that's not something good for us. It's not on my back, bro. I don't care. They're gonna give him a fight before the title shot, because there is no way. I'm the world champion. I'm never gonna give him a chance to fight for the title. I will be like, listen, if that's the case, take my belt. I don't do it.
Paddy Pimblett also fired shots at Arman and other lightweights. He ridiculed Arman Tsarukyan for offering money just to land a fight, calling it a sign of desperation. He then shifted focus to Ilia Topuria, saying that even if the rankings didn't line up, it was still the fight he wanted most. Paddy also dismissed Dan Hooker, claiming his recent comments made him lose respect and showed little interest in facing him.
All I kept getting asked this weekend was, who are you fighting, when are you fighting Ilia, when are you fighting Ilia? I have no idea. Hopefully it is going to be me versus the Chirito next, and I think that's what all the Americans want, because every American I bump into keeps saying, when are you going to smash that sausage's head in? I'm hoping that gets sorted, but I understand that I am at rank 9 or something, so other people probably are more deserving, but Posh Boy definitely isn't. Little rich boy Arman, showing how desperate he is, offering him £1 million to fight him. Spoiled rich baby, trying to pay the way out of things. That's why he quit when he was making weight in a bath like a little Arman's irrelevant, no one cares about him. As I always say, I've got nothing but respect for Justin, but I keep seeing in interviews him saying he doesn't want to fight me. I think the only fighter makes me and Ilia. Seen Dan Hooker talking shit today as well. I used to like Dan Hooker, now you can eat shit.
However, Arman Tsarukyan blasted Paddy Pimblett's rise in the rankings, saying he didn't even deserve a spot in the top 10. He criticized Paddy's recent wins, pointing out that Michael Chandler was on a losing skid. Bobby Green had multiple defeats, and Tony Ferguson was deep into a long losing streak. Arman argued that pushing someone with that resume into a title fight was a bad look for the sport.
You gotta delete him from the rankings even. He's not even deserved to be in top 10. He beat last 3 guys. Chandler, he had 3 losses. It was Bobby Green, he had 3-4 losses. It was Tony Ferguson, he had 8 losses. That's crazy. And like, you wanna bring that guy to fight for the title is 8-0, 2-0.
Oh, that's pretty bad when you put it that way.
Ilia Topuria also warned Paddy Pimblett that if he wanted to secure a title shot, his best option would be to fight Justin Gaethje. He said a matchup with Arman Tsarukyan would likely end in defeat for Paddy, making Gaethje the safer path stylistically.
So if he wants to assure his title shot, he has to fight with Justin Gaethje, because if he fights with Arman, I think that Arman's gonna beat him. So the easiest path he has right now to get the title shot is Justin.
Okay, thank you.
Stylistically.
Thank you.
On the other hand, Arman Tsarukyan kept pushing for a title opportunity by pointing out the gap between his stand-up skills and Ilia Topuria's. He argued that Topuria relied heavily on boxing, while he mixed in kicks, elbows, and knees to create more threats. Believing he was already ready for gold, Tsarukyan vowed to prove he was operating at a higher level than the rest of the division.
They gotta give me this fight because I'm the next and the next UFC champion. It's my belt.
Everybody talks about Ilia striking. Everybody says that Ilia is something they've never seen before. But I feel you're the same way. You have striking, you have ground game, you have wrestling, you have kicking, you have everything it takes to out-counter everything Ilia throws at you. Do you think Ilia is as special as everybody says he is?
He has just one special thing. It's a boxing. That's all. It's not boxing, it's MMA. And even the striking, I'm better than him for sure, because my kicks, my elbows, my knees work always, and he does just good boxing, and they can wrestle as well. So I just can't wait, to show everybody like what's my level, because I've been proving myself every day. And
Arman Tsarukyan expressed full confidence that he could handle Ilia Topuria with ease, predicting that a win would knock Topuria far down the pound-for-pound list. He said taking Topuria down would be simple, arguing that Topuria posed little threat on the ground and wouldn't be able to stop him from controlling the fight.
I'll send Topuria back to top 15 pound for pound. For me, it's easier to fight Topuria than Oliveira. And then you can just go 1,000 times to take him down, because he's not gonna try to choke you or something,
Arman Tsarukyan outlined how he would approach a matchup with Ilia Topuria, stressing that he wouldn't rely solely on wrestling. He said his goal was to mix in striking, kicks, and even up kicks to showcase his versatility. According to Arman, the plan was to avoid a pure boxing match and instead give Topuria a taste of a complete MMA skill set.
I'm just,
Arman Tsarukyan further explained how he would approach a fight with Ilia Topuria, saying he wanted to pressure him with striking and kicks. He pointed out that in Topuria's earlier fights, he seemed to fade and slow down, which Arman believed would give him an edge. He also questioned Topuria's resume, bringing up the Bryce Mitchell fight, and arguing that if someone like Mitchell could take him down and control him, it proved Topuria wasn't as elite as many believed.
I'm gonna strike him, I'm gonna kick him. I watched his first fight, and he was wrestling a little bit. He got tired so much, and he never fought with wrestlers like me. Bruce Mitchell, or what's his name? Bryce Mitchell. He's the worst fighter in 145. He took him down and hold him from the crazy position. I can tell he's not high level. It's not WWE. I can't wait to show everybody.
You said Bryce Mitchell's the worst fighter at 145.
Did you watch his fights?
I did. I've watched his fights.
His kicks, he think he's kicking the ball. I think.
Like soccer?
Like soccer, yeah.
You're so crazy, Arman. You're crazy.
Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria said he would love the chance to face Islam Makhachev at the White House, calling it a special stage to showcase a fight to the American audience. He made it clear that he was ready if the opportunity came, but also doubted Islam would ever return to lightweight. In his view, once fighters move up in weight, they rarely choose to cut back down.
You versus Islam on the White House card would be insane. Would you want to fight at the White House, or?
Why not? I would love to fight in front of the United States of America.
Yeah.
I would love it. We'll see what's
But it's a year away, right?
It's a year away.
That could be perfect timing for you and Islam, though. What weight would that go down at now, though?
Like, what do you mean? When
what weight class? Yeah.
I don't care with him.
He couldn't come back down to 155.
Once you try to go up, you never want to come back.
Yeah.
It's like
it's hell, right?
It's hell.
Yeah.
It's hell. I had to go through hell when I was cutting the weight in 145, and now that I decided to stay in 155, it's like two different worlds. I have been able to enjoy the whole process. I've been more happier.
However, Arman Tsarukyan insisted that Ilia Topuria must go through him before being compared to Islam Makhachev. He argued that Topuria's path had been less challenging, with most of his big wins coming against opponents who were no longer in their prime. Arman added that if Topuria had faced Alexander Volkanovski years earlier, the outcome would have been completely different, with Volkanovski taking over the fight.
If he beat me, he's gonna be on the same level as Islam. He gotta beat like someone like me, you know, who can wrestle. He just had easy fights on his career, you know. He beat legit fighters, but not on their prime. If he met Volkanovski 4 years ago, Volkanovski just eat him.
Furthermore, just like Charles Oliveira, another UFC legend Demetrius Johnson sided with Arman Tsarukyan and said Arman had earned his place as the rightful #1 contender and should be fighting for the title before names like Justin Gaethje or Paddy Pimblett. Still, he felt the UFC was leaning toward booking Topuria against Paddy because of the financial upside and fan interest. Johnson urged the promotion to respect the rankings and reward Tsarukyan with the shot he deserved.
Don't give it to Justin Gaethje. Give it to Arman Tsarukyan.
Who?
Give it to Arman Tsarukyan.
This guy?
No, not Paddy. That's the right. It needs to be him. Arman Tsarukyan. See, I feel like Ilia is going to be a guy who fights 3 or 4 more times and retire.
What's this, McGregor part 2?
I don't know. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why I say it's a reality TV show. It's like, obviously, Arman Tsarukyan is a #1 contender. He's ranked #1, whatever you guys want to, go by the rankings. But they're forcing this fight with Paddy Pimblett versus Ilia Topuria just because it's probably going to sell more. But I think the rightful person who should be getting the next title shot at lightweight is Arman Tsarukyan.
Demetrius Johnson argued that Arman Tsarukyan was the rightful challenger for Ilia Topuria since he was the clear #1 contender. Still, he believed the UFC was more interested in booking Topuria against Paddy Pimblett because of their rivalry and the hype it would generate. Johnson compared the move to professional wrestling, saying it showed the promotion prioritized business and entertainment over sporting merit.
Who is next for Ilia Topuria? Now, technically, it should be Arman Tsarukyan because he is truly the #1 contender. But they basically forced this Paddy Pimblett versus Ilia Topuria engagement because there is beef between those guys. They have had some exchanges before outside of the octagon. But this is where I had this hot take recently this week, is that I said the UFC is not a sport. Like, they get to dictate what they want to push, the narrative of what the fans want to see, which that's not what a sport is dictated on. And it's funny because my dad and my wife, Destiny, were watching their fights. And like, what the fuck? It's like WWE all over again.
Kamaru Usman also spoke out against the idea of Paddy Pimblett jumping the line for a title shot, saying it would be unfair to fighters who had already proven themselves. He pointed to contenders like Arman Tsarukyan, Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker, Mateusz Gamrot, and Beneil Dariush as more deserving based on their records and competition. Usman admitted Paddy has done well against his opponents, but insisted that title fights should be earned through merit, not hype.
It's not Paddy's fault. Paddy has done a great job with the opposition he's been given to even put himself in this conversation. Paddy's done a phenomenal job. But if we're looking at the lightweight rankings, we've got Ilia Topuria, and I'm assuming next you've got Arman Tsarukyan. It makes sense. If you're not going to do a Justin Gaethje, I don't know why Islam is still there, but if you're not going to do a Arman Tsarukyan, or you're not going to do a Justin Gaethje, then, yes, you've got Dan Hooker there. You've got Mateusz Gamrot. You've got all these Beneil Dariush there in front of Paddy Pimblett. So to skip all of these guys to just give him a title shot, that kind of spits in the face of the merit of the best fights the next best guy.
So this is all we have from today's video, and hopefully you've enjoyed it. Share your thoughts about this matchup in the comment section, and subscribe to our channel to get more updates about the UFC encounters.